relies on health. It
Hmm.
relies on visas. It relies on productivity. It relies on a lot of things that he cannot control.
Like
Okay?
Tarasenko having the dud of a year he did,
Right.
nobody saw that coming.
No. No.
Did I expect him to be a top six guy
No.
and score 30 goals? No. But did I expect him to be literally a liability every single night? No.
Also no. Right. So, but there are things that he can control. Like you need to go out and get a top pairing defenseman. You need to
Hmm.
shove Sherrod if you're going to keep him down to the third pairing. You need to get Tarasenko and some of these guys out of the lineup. And some of that's through youth, and some of that's through free agency, some of that's through trades. If you know what are your thoughts on? Because this could go two ways. Like, what are your thoughts on this being the year where I don't want to say they tank draft picks, but they trade a hefty portion of their draft capital, basically quitting on next year's draft and going out and getting a couple of proven assets. Or do you think this is still a year where they hang on to that and keep building for the future, knowing that the prospect pool is starting to burst at the
Mm,
seams and not having enough spots for them?
yeah, I totally see your point there. And back to what you were saying about plateauing, the only reason I don't agree with it is because they they've gotten to a certain point with what they got now, but like you just said, another wave of prospects that are ready to make the jump. So that's why I don't put the term plateau yet because they
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they have because there's a whole nother
Well, what do you call it?
step here.
Honestly, what do you think's happened?
I still think it's
You think they're still ascending?
a little bit,
Less
yes.
points than last year? Do
C-
you feel as good this year as you did last year about this team? Honestly,
Honestly, yeah, because of look who stepped up this year, and that's your future.
Casper.
Johansson, Casper, Raymond, and Sider continue to keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've seen Kosa in bits and pieces. So yeah, I do like to. And Evanson played
Revelation.
very well this
Yeah, he
year.
was good.
So yeah, I do see an ascending because yeah, these guys are young. This is your future, and you see them in their role, and they're only going to get majority of the time they only get better from here.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
especially Casper. Casper
I
has got.
hear what you're
I
saying.
feel like he's gotten better every single game.
I hear what you're saying. I mean, I think since Todd took over, Casper's game has been one of the
Right.
biggest beneficiaries of it. And he's played really well. He's been really good. He has looked the part. He definitely fits right in, and he will be a big part of this lineup
Right.
going forward. Edvison, same way. I think his game's really looked good since McClellan took over. So there's definitely some positives that have come out of the
Very
season.
much so.
You can't tell me though that you are not worried about